Are you tired of wondering why the person you long for hasn't appeared in your life yet? Perhaps there are barriers preventing you from meeting your soulmate. It's important to understand that if you are surrounded by distractions and temptations, God won't make it easy for that special person to come into your life. Let me clarify. Following worldly paths and getting romantically involved with someone who is already committed will certainly not lead to God sending you a spouse destined to share life with you. Therefore, we should not attribute our mistakes and wrong decisions to God. I understand that questions may arise, such as what happens if you fall in love with someone who is already married. The answer is clear and direct in the Holy Scriptures: "Thou shalt not commit adultery." It is essential that we do not twist divine words to excuse our own actions. God is unchanging in His commandments and will not alter them simply to accommodate our distractions or momentary desires. He will never send you someone else's spouse, regardless of the intensity of your feelings. If your genuine desire is to find the right person to share your life with, it is essential that you remove the obstacles in your way. Distance yourself from distractions and temptations, and dedicate yourself to strengthening your relationship with God. Trust that He, in His perfect timing, will bring the right person to you. This process requires patience, focus, and a firm commitment to your spiritual values, ensuring that your actions align with the greater purpose God has for your life. By doing this, you will not only be honoring God but also preparing the ground to receive the blessing of a true and blessed relationship. Always keep in mind that God has a meticulously crafted plan for your life, and He is ready to work wonders in your love life. However, it's important to recognize that one of the biggest challenges in the search for your soulmate occurs when tension creates an emotional distance barrier between you and your partner. Yes, that's right. We're not just talking about physical distance, which in itself is challenging, but an even more complex and delicate emotional distance. He might be physically by your side, sharing the same space, but emotionally, he seems miles away. Interacting in these circumstances is comparable to talking to a wall. Your words echo without receiving any emotional response. That deep and magical connection that once defined your relationship seems to have dissipated, leaving behind only an atmosphere filled with tension and stress. It might feel like an invisible force is trying to create a divide between you two, and it's important to understand that, to some extent, neither you nor he are the real culprits in this situation. In reality, it is a spiritual battle where the adversary, often referred to as the devil, is trying to keep you both distant from each other. This realization can be quite unsettling and cause confusion, but it is crucial that you remain resilient and not allow these negative forces to prevail. In moments like these, the key to overcoming these challenges lies in never giving up on the fight for love and unity. You must turn to prayer, seeking strength and divine wisdom, communicate openly and sincerely with Him, and continually strive to find ways to reconnect emotionally. Emotional reconnection is essential, as it is the link that truly unites hearts and strengthens emotional bonds, even in the face of adversity. So persist and don't give up. Do not allow the devil or any other negative force to win this battle. Continue fighting vigorously for your relationship, because victory in the emotional field is fundamental and profoundly transformative. Remember that mutual emotional understanding between partners is not just fleeting. Once established, it becomes a permanent foundation for the relationship. When someone truly understands your emotions, that understanding is not lost over time. Have you ever found yourself in a relationship where he seems completely unable to handle challenging situations? Imagine those moments when, in the face of real difficulties, he simply adopts a stance as if nothing unusual is happening. This attitude can be extremely frustrating, especially when you are committed to building a life together and expect to count on his support in critical moments. When he chooses to ignore adversities, running away from responsibilities instead of facing them, it not only creates a sense of isolation but also signals that there may be something deeper and problematic going on. He might be dealing with complicated personal issues that he hasn't revealed, or perhaps there are dynamics in the relationship that are generating tension and conflicts. Regardless of the specific causes, it is vital that you remain vigilant and perceptive to changes in behavior and signs that things are not going well. The behavior of distancing oneself during periods of stress can be a defense mechanism, an inability to deal with emotional discomfort, or even an indication of a lack of emotional maturity to jointly face life's challenges. In these moments, it is crucial not only to observe but also to act. Communicating your concerns and expectations clearly can help open a necessary dialogue about what each of you needs and expects from the other in the relationship. It is important to discuss how you both can better support each other in difficult times. If he continues to run away when situations require confrontation and joint resolution, such behavior can eventually undermine trust and stability in the relationship. Therefore, stay attentive and involved. Careful observation and open communication are essential to understanding the root of the problems and working on solutions. Recognizing when the dynamics of the relationship start to change for the worse is crucial to addressing these issues before they become insurmountable. If he truly intends to be your other half, the person who shares both good and bad times with you, he will remain steadfast by your side, regardless of the adversities. Naturally, challenging moments will inevitably arise where both of you might feel tempted to give up. However, if you can face and overcome these periods together, the relationship will not only survive but will become significantly stronger and more resilient. On the other hand, if he consistently chooses to distance himself whenever challenges arise, this could indicate a fundamental flaw in the foundation of the relationship. If this behavior becomes a pattern, it is crucial to consider the possibility of re-evaluating the long-term viability of this union. A healthy relationship requires both partners to be willing to face storms together, not just share moments of calm. Moreover, it is essential to cultivate skills in open and effective communication. Being ready to apologize when necessary, clearly communicating your needs and feelings, and dedicating quality time to each other are pillars for building and maintaining a healthy and loving relationship. Do not underestimate the importance of small gestures and shared moments, as they are the foundations that sustain the relationship during difficult times. Employing these practices in your relationship allows you to overcome obstacles more easily. Additionally, with divine help and shared faith, you will find additional strength to overcome adversities. Believe that with joint effort, communication, and mutual support, there is no challenge too great to overcome. God's support can be a powerful resource, illuminating the path and offering hope and renewal even in the most testing times. Therefore, if you find yourself in a relationship marked by dishonesty, it is crucial to take the initiative to have a frank and open conversation with him. Trust is the foundation upon which all healthy relationships are built. Without it, the foundations of the relationship are bound to be fragile and eventually collapse under the weight of distrust and misunderstandings. When trust prevails, it becomes much harder for negative external forces, such as temptations or even the so-called devil, to create divisions between you and your partner. It is imperative, then, that you abandon any practice of lying and dedicate yourself to establishing a solid foundation of honesty and mutual trust. He is by your side, waiting for you to take this vital step to remove the obstacles that prevent both of you from growing and finding happiness in the relationship. Remember that personal insecurities and past experiences can often lead us to underestimate our own worth and seek to fill a void with what we perceive to be quick or easy solutions, such as hiding the truth. However, it is essential that you believe in yourself and recognize the valuable treasures God has placed within you. The Bible teaches us that God knew us even before our conception and that He instilled in us His eternal treasures, intended to enrich our lives and our spirits. Unfortunately, many people get lost in superficial and fleeting concerns, such as sexual experiences, the influences of romantic movies, and displays of affection on social media, which, while they may seem significant, are deeply distant from God's purpose for marriage and lasting relationships. These modern distractions often divert our attention from what is truly important and lasting in a relationship. Marriage, as taught in the Scriptures, is a sacred and profound union that goes beyond mere personal satisfaction or social status. It is a spiritual partnership meant to cultivate love, respect, commitment, and mutual growth. Therefore, it is of utmost importance to seek God's guidance and be attentive to His voice when it comes to such significant matters as marriage. Marriage is one of the most crucial decisions you will make in your life, defining the course of your future. It is a choice that deserves all your attention and wisdom. It is crucial to remember that God will not force us into a relationship that is not right for us. His plan for us is always the best, especially when it comes to relationships. Although we may have our own wills and plans, it is essential to prioritize God's will. He knows our deepest desires and will lead us to the partner who complements our journey. Do not be discouraged and never settle for less than you deserve. Trust fully in divine timing and design, for He will always guide our steps in the right direction. Remain steadfast in faith, for the best is yet to come. Take a special moment to let all these words resonate within you. Remember that you are loved and protected by the universe. Type 555 to claim this message and the blessings it contains for yourself. Leave a positive comment for other viewers who may also need a boost of positivity in their day. The universe sees this as an act of kindness that nurtures the cycle of good karma. You will spread positivity and receive the blessings of the universe in return. They will accompany us together until our next moment of love, peace, and comfort. Amen.